last week we talked about Aaron Rodgers in terms of his legacy on the line with this game, and some of you guys are saying no, but now we're here a week later. Does your perspective change on Aaron Rodgers and what he was able to, I guess, not accomplish in that championship game, Greg?
No, because he's still going to go down as one of the greatest ever sling it. You know, championship or not, or Super Bowl or not, I think this is more a testament to, you know, Green Bay as an organization in the past not really providing what he needed, especially on the defensive end of the football, to get to where they needed to get as a team.
I don't agree with that.
Right.
Whoa.
The defense stepped up. You got to put it on the offensive side.
Wait, you said this year the defense stepped up?
Defense was average.
They gave him 3 turnovers. What more do you need?
Agreed, but he's talking about this year. He's talking about
right?
He's talking about
the final score. That's 31-26 or something like that, right?
31-26, yeah.
Less than 7, correct? Or is that 7? My point is the defense at the end of the half blew it. They got the picks, the offense didn't score, but the defense still blew it when they needed it the most. Like 7 seconds left, that play cannot happen on any level of football. Not even in Pee Wee football can you let that happen.
Okay. Dude, Declan, what are your thoughts here too? Travis, I'm going to get to you though. Declan, what are your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers and his legacy now after the game?
I don't think his legacy is severely impacted. Obviously, he threw in that comment about his future being in jeopardy, which is kind of BS. He's not going anywhere. It's just a ploy and a little
yes,
shot.
he is.
No, he's not.
He is.
Maybe in another universe, but no, he's not going anywhere. But anyway, like let's just give some credit to Todd Bowles in that defense. First of all, they blitzed them in the first quarter. First half it worked. They kind of stopped in the third quarter. They played a little back, and then the comeback happened, and Aaron Rodgers was Aaron Rodgers. And then in the fourth quarter, like to me, like there's no excuse for you get back-to-back picks from Tom Brady. When has that happened in the playoffs? Like at all from Tom Brady? You don't see it. And you can't even get a first down. And at that point, we have to look at, all right, Todd Bowles put a great defensive scheme together. The packages were great. They brought the rush. And the offensive line on Green Bay was atrocious in the fourth quarter. I mean, it was horrible. But Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he drives them down the field. And on the goal line, 2nd and down, he didn't go for the run. He could have at least maybe got a couple yards out of that instead of throwing it. And then he throws it on 3rd down into double coverage when he could have ran. And even if he got it within the 5. I'm talking because I'm backed up because all you loudmouths have been shutting me up for the past, 15 minutes. But I'm
so Ray, what are your thoughts on Rodgers' legacy?
Hey, like I told you, I think last week, it was Drew Brees. He's done. But now, Aaron Rodgers, he's on the clock. I mean, he's on the clock now. He's too talented to only ever go to one Super Bowl. You can't say the organization hasn't put him in the best situations to get to more than one Super Bowls. I don't care about them not drafting a first-round pick on a wide receiver. Who cares?
Or a skill position.
That matters, though.
That matters so much.
That matters.
100%. Mike McCarthy as his coach, and he had all this.
Just because the wide receiver is drafted in the first round doesn't mean they're going to pan out.
I'm not even finish.
Go ahead,
tight end. He's had good O-line. He has the number 1 wide receiver. And guess what? Adams wasn't drafted in the first round. So, Aaron Rodgers, I need you to do something, man. Like, you're too great to only be in one Super Bowl. Like,
did he decide to kick the field goal?
You sound wild right now, like not encompassing the team aspect of it.
I was waiting for Greg to make that point because I get shitted on when I do it.
I got a couple points to hit on this, but go ahead.
Go ahead, Trav, go ahead, because I can't hear Paul right now.
Okay. To start off with your original question, because you said I never answered the question, but I said it Sunday that in the beginning of the show Sunday, I thought it wouldn't affect his legacy, but I sat there and thought about it. The fact that he was playing Tom Brady, it did take a ding to his legacy a little bit for the simple fact, because like you guys said, he's had one Super Bowl. So here you were with the opportunity to get to another Super Bowl, defeat the GOAT, and your defense gave you 3 turnovers. I'm sorry, if you get 3 turnovers from your defense, you got to win that game. But as far as to Ray's point about the organization it doesn't matter, them not putting enough weapons around him, it does matter. The man is never, it does, because the man is,
He's had enough.
What enough weapons? What enough weapons? You have one player from the receiver standpoint that scares the defense.
Okay. So let me ask this. Let's go back in history. Last year's NFC Championship, did we not think that the Green Bay Packers were going to win that one either, or no? They didn't have enough that last year.
Exactly. Carl, is the
they were a different team. They were a different team last year, in my opinion.
Wait, go ahead, Paul. What'd you say?
All right. So a couple things. So I can't subscribe to the not putting talent around Aaron Rodgers. Let me tell you why. For his career, he's 126-63. He's only had 2 losing seasons in his career. His first year as a starter, and he went 6-9 in 2018. I don't care about the whole first round stuff. The first round stuff's irrelevant. The first round stuff's irrelevant. And let me tell you why it's irrelevant for skill players.
It doesn't have to be first round.
Their best play. Right, but then you can't say that they don't have talent around them, right? Because
hold on. I just need to make it clear. I wasn't talking about talent on the offensive side of the ball.
I'm talking both sides of the football.
I would definitely say
lack of talent on the defensive side of the ball throughout Aaron Rodgers' career. And the one time they won a Super Bowl, he had a top 10 defense.
Yeah,
but they've also been top 10
side because.
But Greg, they've also had multiple years top 10 after that, right? So we can't sit here and say that they haven't had top 10 defenses since then because they have.
I feel like they haven't. I'm going to look it up, though.
No, look it up. But they have. I mean, me and Declan had a similar conversation earlier this year. Whether you're ranked 10 or you're ranked 13, to me, that's a top defense, right? It's either you're at the bottom tier or you're at the top tier, right? So, and let's just keep it real. We think Aaron Rodgers is GOAT material, which means he should be able to overcome some of these things, right? He should be able to overcome not having a top 3 defense or a top 5 defense. When you win 26 games in 2 seasons, I expect you to be in the Super Bowl. That's just me. Last year, they walked into San Francisco. They got slapped around, right? Aaron Rodgers was looking soft. They was talking about get him out of here, Jordan Love show. This year, it was in the frozen tundra, and he didn't get it done. All those magical numbers for what? 40 touchdowns. For what?
But if you look at, let me just address that. If you look at the way that game broke down, those last minute plays when he was trying to force the ball in the end zone, where was he trying to force that ball to?
He had. Are you kidding me?
Because he had nobody else that he could trust.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Now Aaron Jones was out.
Plenty of people.
Aaron Jones fumbled and he was out for the whole game.
Declan,
he had nobody. Declan, he has no dependable players on.
Travis, stop it. Don't give me that he don't got dependable players. When MVS scored that 50-yard touchdown, he was dependable. When Robert Tunyon,
he dropped the ball.
Did he drop the ball on Sunday? Did he drop the ball on Sunday?
But that's not always the case.
Did he drop the ball on Sunday?
Is that always the case?
We're talking about Sunday.
Is that always the case? No,
Did he drop the ball on Sunday, Travis?
No, because you can't sit there and say one play.
You lost 40 bucks.
You can't sit there and take one play and say, oh, that's his whole career. You have to take it in totality. The whole thing, he's been inconsistent.
Look at Carl, bro.
I'm just saying, he has enough. Like, y'all got to stop saying he has enough.
What do you mean he has enough?
Who does he have, though, besides Adams and Jones?
You have one dependable receiver.
Hold on, his left tackle tore his ACL.
Listen. I will say this though, Rick. Rick last week said that Aaron Rodgers goes behind Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Absolutely,
he goes behind.
Aaron Rodgers is not Peyton Manning.
But no, I'm not saying he is.
Yeah, my bad. I misheard.
Listening is fundamental. I did not say that.
That's right.
What
so
I'm saying,
I mean, Jesus.
Right, but what I'm saying though is, for his stature, I think Ray kind of has a point though, because with that expectation comes Super Bowl appearances, right? We like to say that for quarterbacks. The only exception to the rule is Dan Marino, right? Everyone makes that exception to the rule.
We like to say that.
So if we're gonna put them in the same comparison, give me a Hall of Fame player that Aaron Rodgers has thrown the ball to.
It doesn't matter.
Tom Brady and Peyton Manning have all had those. So stop telling me the talent around him doesn't matter.
It does.
Stop telling me the talent around doesn't matter.
Travis McKay. He had more talent than Brady's had the last 5 years, bro. In New England.
What are you talking about? Is Gronk not a Hall of Fame player?
He's got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
Is Gronk a Hall of Fame player? Yes or no?
Antonio Brown.
Okay, so again, the only person on the panel saying that he needs help, his team needs help, is just Greg. Is that safe to say? Everybody else is putting it on right?
No, I
so Travis, you guys think he needs help? Okay.
Is it that hard to hear on this broadcast?
Because everyone's jumping back and forth. That's why I'm trying
It's kind of hard to say somebody needs help when you went back-to-back 13 wins seasons.
That's different. That's in the regular season. When you get in the playoff, the level of expectation rises. Does it or does it not?
Right. If he went 13-3, then why would they take a quarterback in the first round?
Because they took a quarterback when they had Favre. Like, we got to stop acting like they've never.
We also have to stop like Green Bay's front office isn't just Philly front office in cold weather.
Oh my God! Exactly.
How do you think Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years? This is not a surprise. Why is everybody?
No, I'm not.
Tell him why you mad, Ray. Tell him why you mad. Ray, tell him why you mad, bro. Tell him why you mad, brother.
Travis, did he trust the guys last week on offense for St. Louis? Did he trust them then?
He don't have a choice.
Did he trust him the week before that?
He don't have a choice.
Did he trust him the 16 games before that?
So you trying to tell me Aaron Rodgers? You put this man on the line and says he trusts all outside of Adams as receivers. He trusts them players.
I know he trusts Lazard. I know he trusts Tunyon.
He's another.
I know he trusts those guys. Absolutely, he trusts them.
MVS, they've been inconsistent.
Travis, they all been better than Jacoby Myers, bro. They're all better than Jacoby Myers. Are they not better than Jacoby?
Why are they good though?
Greg, are they not better than Julian Edelman?
Right now, yes, but that's not saying
much. How did I say much?
Right now, yes, but in Julian Edelman's prime, no.
In his prime, no.
Hold on. Are we really gonna champion Alan Lazard? He's an undrafted free agent that got cut by the.
I don't care if he's drafted, bro. It doesn't matter if he's drafted. That doesn't. If you can play in the NFL,
made him who he is.
That doesn't matter. But to me, once you get in the league, I want to see what your talent level is. If you're not produced, if you're an inconsistent talent, there's a reason. All players in the NFL.
Was Robert Tunyon inconsistent this year, Travis?
Let me ask this.
In the league,
was Robert Tunyon inconsistent this year, Travis?
And it took Tunyon to go from the Lions to the Packers to be relevant.
If you're in the NFL, you're a great player. You know what separates the great players from the Hall of Fame players? Consistency. Those are not consistent outside of Adams.
Okay, but let me ask this final question because we got to move on. Do quarterbacks make other players great?
Absolutely.
Does Aaron Rodgers do that?
Aaron Rodgers makes Alan Lazard, MVS.
No.
It depends.
So does Aaron Rodgers make players around him great?
I gave this analogy a while ago. And to my mind, there are two different types of quarterbacks. There's the tractor trailer, and then there's the trailers. There are the quarterbacks who are pulling it because they make everyone around them better. And then there are some quarterbacks who need to be pushed along because they need to be pulled by the rest of the
Aaron Rodgers. He's number 2 on that list.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is a puller.
If you need more talent, you are not a puller.
No, that's a lie. Because if you look at the receivers that he had in the past, and they go to different teams, they don't do what they did when they were with Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
Okay, but let's look at the flip side of that.
What's the last time we were
James Jones when he left the Green Bay Packers?
Wait a minute. So let's look at the flip side of it. When Tom Brady left his situation and went somewhere else, what did he do? Serious question. What did he do? He beat Aaron Rodgers.
With how much?
So again,
wait, are you comparing the weapons on Tampa to Green Bay?
No, I don't have to because Tom Brady did more with less weapons in Foxborough for a decade. Let's stop.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna listen.
Let me say one other thing, Carl.
Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers has lost 4 straight conference championship football games. I'm supposed to sit here and say he lost all 4 of those because he didn't have more talent around him.
So the QB is the only one who plays in the game. Here. Cool.
No, he's not the only one that plays in the game, but he played poorly in those 4 games. Look it up.
It's not even accurate. He's not lost 4 straight.
He lost 4 straight conference championship games. Declan,
he won 4 straight 2 years ago.
No, he did not. He did not win. Aaron Rodgers lost 4 straight conference championships.
He has not been in the conference.
No, I said Aaron Rodgers has lost 4 consecutive championship games.
He's not saying this year, but he's not saying the past 4.
In his career,
he's talking about the last 4 he's played.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. How many times are we going to sit here and pretend? Come on, bro.